guys, welcome to the 50-somethings. It's Slow and Bo. And this is our we learned a lot video, but we got our feelings hurt a little bit. We found a boat.
Yes, we did. Got all excited.
We got quite excited. We actually put a lot of work into getting the boat, but unfortunately it did not happen. And here is our story. It was down in Fort Lauderdale, which is about 100 miles away. And we had discussed a project boat. We hadn't found too many though, so we were looking more at stuff that was up and running. Anyway, so we found a project boat. And we went down there, we got on it, and
it was a 1997 Mainship 350, which is one of the two boats that we both want, either a Mainship or a Beneteau swift trawler. And if you've looked at the Beneteau swift trawlers, you know they're very expensive.
Yes. So anyway, we found this one and we went down and we looked at it, and we both, I mean, the only thing we saw was potential. So we were ready to make a move, and we did. We talked to the broker. We were getting everything set up, but we had to work on the logistics. It's not just buying a boat. This one was as is. This was as is. Where is, yes. We had 48 hours to move it. It's not as easy as one would think.
Yes, especially down here in South Florida. It may just be something for Florida, but the logistics of getting that boat moved, we actually did work on it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
The deal was 48 hours after the contract was signed, we had to have that boat inspected, hauled out, and out from in front of that house.
So, here's where it started. I started on my end, which was obviously we needed to find a home for it here with us. And we wanted, because we don't know what was needed, it was as is, we wanted it on the hard for at least 6 months.
Yeah.
So that we could do any work that needed to be done. So that was the first thing I did, and that was a lot of calling, because most yards, if you want to work on it yourself, it's $1,500 or better a month. Now, they'll put it into a part of the yard for a lot less, but you're not allowed to do anything to it.
Right, so keep that in mind. There's a difference between storage and working on the boat when it's on the hard.
So I finally found one. It was around $600 in Fort Pierce. So that was good, but now you have to have insurance.
And we couldn't work on it every day because Fort Pierce is about 40 miles from us, so it would be a weekend deal.
Yes. So then I had to start working on the insurance. And that was
Nightmare?
you start out and you got to call around. The first quote I got was $3,500. They wouldn't do a liability only, which is all you really need on this type of project, just until you're ready to put it into the water. Then you can move it up to full coverage. And then after that, it was anywhere from $400 to $800 a year, which was not bad. The yards do require it. And my last piece was to find the towing to the haul out facility, and that was $255. And it was 2 streets over. So it was really close, but it was still $255, and you can take it from here.
So she found a place to put it. She found interim towing to a haul-out facility. I found a haul-out facility. I found a haul-out facility, and I found a inspector. That was going to run us around $1,600, plus the $255 just to get it towed over there. Well, the problem was I also had to get it from Fort Lauderdale to Fort Pierce. Now that I assumed, and sometimes we should not assume, but we hoped that we could get it hauled over land. Put it on a semi, take it to Fort Pierce, they take it off the semi. And remember, each time you're doing that, you're paying for that boat to be removed or installed or put in the water or taken out of the water. So each time is $400 or $500. And I came to the conclusion $2,000 is what it would cost over and above everything else. Well, lo and behold, the Mainship 350 is too tall. It's 22 feet. And other than taking off the fly bridge, there was no way that boat was going to go over land. So I started looking into towing it on the water. 98 miles. Remember, it's 98 miles towing. Well, that came out between and $15,000 just to have a boat towed. Everything from sea tow to private companies. It is expensive to have a boat towed. So if you can have a boat moved on the land, that's the best way to do it, or under its own power. We couldn't do either because the engines hadn't been fired over in many years, and I just did not want to take the chance. Even though the boat looked really good, in really excellent condition. And, you know, the logistics just didn't work out for us on this one, and I think we got our hopes up. So I think the moral of this story, of this video, is to say, first, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. But no, the moral is, don't get your hopes up, because any little thing can disrupt it, because the cost of dealing with this boat logistically vastly exceeded what it was worth, considering the amount of money that we had to put into it.
Yep. So I think if we're looking for a project, it's going to be right here at home, and the only way we'll start looking out a little bit is if we can fire it up and we can bring it straight here.
So whether it's a project boat or whether it's a boat that you buy that's ready to go right then and there across to the Bahamas, you've got to look at the cost of everything, from the slips to the haul outs to the inspection to the possibles if it's a project boat. And that's really what we wanted, was a project boat, and we thought we had the perfect one. Actually, it was. It just exceeded the value with the logistics.
Yeah, I mean, there were too many unknowns for us to jump into that.
But I'm gonna take a moment and say this is the beginning of the new boat season. We're going to be at the Stewart Boat Show 2023 this weekend, actually, January 13th through 15th. Look us up, or at least look forward to some videos from that boat show.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe this will be the year we actually do find one that we can either work on or we can start playing with immediately.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave us some comments. Tell us how we're doing. And live life to the fullest, guys.
How he's doing. He does all the videos. Bye, guys.
Bye.